wanted to, yeah. I tried. Sean and I started our drive this morning from Dublin to Limerick. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, but we are here. We're just driving through. Very rainy and windy day today. So our plan is just to mostly drive around. I think we have around 9 hours of driving, unless you were just kidding.
No, that's all right.
But yeah, we are gonna be just sitting in this seat all day driving. This town, village, city, I don't know what to call it, but it's really, really cute. And the Christmas stuff is still up, which is a plus. The town is still hustle and bustling. People are out and about. But we'll drive around for a little bit here. We'll show you what we see. And then our next destination is...
The Cliffs of Moher.
The Cliffs of Moher. We just got to the Cliffs of Moher, or Moher, we're not really sure, or it couldn't be either. But I was trying to find the family farm where they use an honor system. You pay them like €5 and you're able to use their land and see the cliffs that way. But we tried, we looked around, we took a bunch of U-turns. We could not find this farm at all. We found one that offered a petting zoo, but they looked like they were closed. That's a bummer, but now we need to walk with everybody else and try to see it. It's very, very windy, so that's why I'm making this clip now, because you will not be able to hear me out there. But also, prior to today, I tried to book a horse riding tour that took us to the cliffs, but unfortunately they're closed from the Christmas week through January 2nd. So, sad day. That would have been awesome to be able to see this on horseback, but okay, let's head in. We left the cliffs a long time ago. We've been driving through the countryside. We're on our second to last stop, which is Galway. So we're just gonna drive through this area, see what we can find, and then we've got one more stop, and we're hoping that we can find dinner at that second stop. I don't know what that name is yet, Sean does. But right now, we're in Galway. If you live in O'Donoghue's Terrace, we're looking through your windows, seeing what you got in there. If you go to university here, let us know where your favorite pub is, what you like to do here when you're not studying, where to go, and help people out in the comments that are looking to go to Galway, because we love this area. We're gonna drive around for a little bit. Unfortunately, the rain has started again. We just pulled up to my bar. Sean surprised me with this little end of the night stop. How cute. Let's go in. That was so cool. So the bartender that was working at the pub tonight, his great-grandfather is a Staunton and ended up taking over that pub years and years and years ago. And now he is home for Christmas and he runs the pub and his family runs the pub and their family home is connected to the pub. So we felt at home. It was definitely a locals pub. That was definitely worth the long drive that we had. And of course, it wouldn't be a T. Staunton pub without a dog. So there was the cutest 8-month-old golden retriever puppy. And he was asking me different dog training tips and tricks for his 8-month-old puppy. So it was meant to be that we were there tonight. Thanks for taking me.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Thanks for going with me.
That's so awesome. Okay, We just got back to the hotel and we are exhausted. We left the pub at 6 and it's 10. We are gonna shower. We are going to head to bed. We have a whole nother full day of driving and seeing as much of Ireland as we can. We're gonna go to the south.
Yes.
We're gonna have another big adventure tomorrow and then we leave the next day. So we definitely need to try to find an ornament for Northern Ireland and postcards for our sitter because she collects them. The two cities that we're probably not going to be able to see, which we really wanted to, we just can't make it work this trip, is Cork. And then my aunt told me about this city. It's Adair. Looks beautiful. I'm sure it is, but we just won't be able to make it there tomorrow. But we've got some fun things planned, right?
Yeah.
So
We might be able to make it work. We're gonna look at it.
we will? Maybe. Fingers crossed. Okay. See you tomorrow. Good morning. I woke up this morning early and I was going to go for a run and work off all of the gas station snacks that we've had recently. I get out my workout clothes. I go to look for my running shoes. They're not there. I'm gonna go downstairs and ask the hotel if they have time to call the Belfast hotel that we left a few days ago to see if I left them. I don't know what's happening. We're like losing things left and right on this trip, but fingers crossed the Belfast hotel has my shoes, and if it's too much of a drive back and it just doesn't fit in with our schedule today, I'm gonna go and have to buy new shoes, which I don't want to do that. So, well, I'm in mourning. I lost really good run shoes today, and I know I left them at the Belfast hotel. Called them and they say they have no recollection of them. So onwards and upwards. We are headed to Wicklow. We're driving from Dublin to Wicklow and we're just gonna drive through the town like we've been doing. We've got about 6 hours in the car. It's our last full day here, so we're gonna make the most of it. Second stop of the day is Kilkenny. We made it to the Rock of Cashel, we think, and it's behind us, but we're trying to get a better angle for the camera and for photos. But it seems pretty dang cool already. We pulled off to the side of the road, trying to get out of everybody's way so we can have this beautiful view of the castle. We have stopped in a city spelled C-A-H-I-R, and we were trying to find an authentic restaurant just on the navigation system. We saw this restaurant on the navigation that was called BJ Chippers, and it brought us to someone's home. So we're not gonna eat there. We stopped in here. This town looks super cute, and there's a little deli that I think we're gonna try and get sandwiches at, so fingers crossed we can make this happen. We made a quick stop to the Blarney Castle just right outside of Cork. I didn't get to see Cork driving in because I took a little nap, or they would say a wee nap here. Sean said that it was beautiful. It was 50 USD to see the castle, and we just weren't gonna do that. So we were able to park and get a quick little glimpse, and then we ended up heading out. It's a 3-hour drive back to Dublin, and then our plan is just to get into Dublin, put our coats on, and walk through the streets of Dublin trying to find a souvenir shop, and then of course seeing Dublin a little bit more before our flight tomorrow. That includes our time in Ireland. This was our last full day here. We're really sad to leave, but we're excited for our next destination as well. We'll recap what we did tonight. So we got back to the hotel and then we went to a place which I feel like most locals will say is an overrated restaurant to try, a spice bag. But of course we had to try a spice bag before we left Ireland. And essentially it would be like the cure of all hangover cures. It's literally a bag with a bunch of French fries and fried chicken and different spices, and then you're supposed to get a sauce. Because this restaurant was packed, it was full to the brim of people, they never got around to giving us our sauce. So I didn't try it, or I didn't get to try it with sauce on it, but it was still good. Sean really enjoyed it, and I think if we had more time here, he'd probably get another spice bag. After trying our spice bag, we went over to the Oval Bar, and that seemed to be a pretty local bar. Sure, tourists come in, but majority of the people that were sitting around the bar and at the bar stools were definitely locals. The staff was very nice there, and they actually knew quite a bit about Sean's surname and my surname, so that was really cool, and I'll kind of get into that now. So Sean and I, we both have Irish ancestors from generations and generations and generations ago, so it was really awesome to come to Ireland and to feel like this close, you know, this much closer to our history. Sean's surname, or last name, is Staunton, and my last name before I was a Staunton is Massey. So we were able to hear a bunch of different information from locals about the Stauntons, and then Massey, apparently, Masseys here in Ireland are very well known for owning a lot of the funeral homes here. And then there's also a famous Massey manor / garden area in Ireland. If you know anything about that, please let me know in the comment section below. But I need to call my dad and tell him that, and my sister, because they would love to hear that. We had the best time here. We will for sure be back. It is so incredibly gorgeous. The people are lovely. We really lucked out with the weather. I was very, very worried that we would have really bad weather, but every time it rained, we were in the car, and then whenever we would get to the point of interest that we were driving to, the sun would come out. I will see you guys in the next vlog for something really, really, really exciting and special, and I keep smiling because I can't wait to share it with you guys and tell you. But we're going to another destination very soon, so I will see you guys in the next one. And this is a destination that we've been to before, and it'll be fun. It'll be a good one. Okay, I'll see you very soon.